World of Krypton, number 1. A modern telling of one of the most storied periods in comics. Krypton is a utopia admired across the universe for its achievements in science and culture, but its shining towers and regal people conceal a planet rotting at its core. When a catastrophic event befalls Krypton's natural world, it points towards a mass extinction in the making. Jor-El, head of Krypton's revered science council, embarks on a mission to save a world that may already have passed the point of no return. Shining new light on the famous characters of Krypton's past, including Jor-El, General Druzad, and even a young Kara Zor-El, World of Krypton combines action, cosmic wonder, and political intrigue in a story as much about our world as the one on the page. One Star Squadron, number 1. Who you gonna call? One Star Squadron. Meet DC's superhero team where heroism meets capitalism. This ragtag group of heroes led by Red Tornado is here to provide service with a smile. All you must do is send a request via their on-demand hero app and they'll answer any call. Whether it's a children's birthday party or an alien invasion, no job is too small or too big. Brought to you by Eisner nominee Mark Russell and Eisner winner Steve Lieber, you'll want to invest early in this one-of-a-kind miniseries that promises a story filled with heart, heroism, and humor. Batman, number 118. New creative team. Start of a new story arc as Batman leaves Gotham. As Gotham celebrates surviving Fear State, Batman retreats alone into the darkness. But when he learns of a mystery involving Batman Incorporated, it forces the Caped Crusader to leave Gotham for a brand new adventure. Thrills, chills, and international intrigue await. The Dark Knight begins a new story with superstar artist Jorge Molina and new artist Joshua Williamson. The Deviltry, number 1. Back in the 1970s, a series of bizarre incidents occurred at what has since been known as the Deviltry. Beneath this ancient denizen, evil was wrought by a sick serial killer, calling upon forces most evil and dark. People were hung there and bodies buried there, exhumed by the police. Overcome by superstition, some tried to cut down the tree to no avail. Since then, it has stood in a remote section of a local park, left to its own devices, quiet in its eerie repose. Buckhead, number 1. What strange secrets lie in the mysterious town of Buckhead, USA? Toba and his mother, a renowned scientist, have just immigrated to the United States, but instead of living in the big city like Toba always dreamed, they've moved to a sleepy little town in the Pacific Northwest called Buckhead. In the middle of this picturesque and pedestrian town, Toba discovers that things aren't as perfect as they seem. Toba and his newfound friends find a strange video game, a perfect replica of the town and its people. Soon Toba is on the run from Men in Black with his friends brainwashed by microchips. The Crimson Cage, number 1. Double, toil and trouble. Brace yourself for a no-holds-barred reimagining of William Shakespeare's Macbeth from the critically acclaimed creators of Sync, New Orleans. Chuck Frenzy is the main event of a local Louisiana pro wrestling tournament, but yearns for something greater. A fateful encounter with a trio of terrifying beings in the bayou gives Chuck a glimpse of championship glory beyond his wildest dreams, if he is willing to do something terrible to achieve it. Join writer John Lees and artist Alex Cormack for a thrilling new vision of the classic tale of ambition and madness, starting with this special oversized first chapter. Star Wars Crimson Reign, number 1. After the dawn comes the rain. This story that began the War of the Bounty Hunters continues here in the second installment of a trilogy that will reshape the history of the Star Wars galaxy during the Age of Rebellion, featuring the return of beloved characters, shocking twists, epic feats of the Force, and a story that will reach from Star Wars' darkest underworld all the way to the Imperial Palace on Coruscant. Crimson Reign is a Star Wars saga like no other. The Death of Doctor Strange, Blade, number 1. A long time ago, Doctor Strange destroyed every vampire in the world with one spell, including Dracula. Now, with Strange dead, Dracula's vampire nation celebrates. That doesn't sit too well with Strange's old friend and new vampire nation sheriff, Blade, the vampire hunter. But what happens when interlopers from another dimension invade the vamp's territory and put all the bloodsuckers' lives at risk? Will Blade do his duty to protect him, or will he help make sure the vamps stay wiped out this time? Devil's Reign, number 1. The story that's been building for years is here. Wilson Fisk went from kingpin to mayor of the biggest city in America and is going to bring his full criminal and political power to bear on the superheroes who call New York City home. The man who once destroyed Daredevil has set his sights on the Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and more. And since it's Fisk, once he takes them all down, you know he's going to sign it. Crossbones, Taskmaster, Typhoid Mary, Shocker, Whiplash, Rhino, Kraven. Fisk has an army of supervillains at his command, and this is just his opening salvo. For years, Fisk has waited for this time to strike, and you won't believe the aces he's got up his sleeve.